Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. First of all, I welcome you all on behalf of Jamia Millia Islamia University Placement Cell, Mr. Afzal Modak, CEO GSF Investments, Ms. Richa Narayan, Global HR Leader, Mr. Sanjeev Gupta, the founder of Taurus Marketing, Mr. Vivek Gupta, who is the founder of Admist, Aparna, Bhuvan, Ajay, my colleague Shahira, Professor Jaffrey. He's having some technical glitches to join. I think he will be here within a few minutes. And dear students, a very good afternoon to all of you on the occasion of our this 100th year, on the just completion of 100 years. We are going to complete on 29th of October. This is part of the 100-year celebrations. This webinar delivering impactful interviews and you know the empowerment of the students in terms of the skill set to just through the most important interviews in the corporate side, even in the personal life also, for the important conversations and the discussions and winning the even I must say negotiations. So I welcome you all to this, and just as Mr. Afzal has joined and Mr. Sanjeev and Richa joined first time Jamia, and so I welcome you all virtually to Jamia Millia Islamia, and especially on the 100th year of Jamia Millia Islamia. I would like to just take few minutes to talk about Jamia. So you know Jamia, but I would like to just say few lines about Jamia. So Jamia Millia Islamia, as we all know, it was founded in 1920 on the call of Mahatma Gandhi ji to establish a non-English institution. So at that time, during the non-cooperation movement, it was against the British government to establish non-English institutions. It was a Urdu medium institution. That's why this name came, Jamia Millia Islamia. Jamia means university, Millia means national. And Islamia is basically Islamic. At that time, the idea was to give a secular education to Indians, particularly Muslims. So this was the basic mandate of establishing this university in Urdu medium. Initially, it was founded in Aligarh in 1920, and in 1925, it was shifted to Delhi. Hakim Ajmal Khan was one of the founders. Other founders were basically at that time, not many freedom strugglers just came together, especially with some academicians also like Maulana Muhammad Ali Johar, Sheikhul Hind Maulana Mahmud al Hassan, Dr. M.A. Ansari, Dr. Zakir Hussain, Nehru ji, Sarojini Naidu, not many people were part of this just to establish this institution. So this institution was basically the part of freedom struggle at that time. And then later shifted to, because Hakim Ajmal Khan gave his land at Karol Bagh just to shift from Aligarh to this place, because Aligarh, there was another university which is known as Aligarh Muslim University was also there, and that was well-established university at that time. So in 1929, it was again shifted to this place, river bank of Jamna here in right now, which is situated. And Jamnalal Bajaj was very closely associated at that time. Jamia was really struggling for money. It was very difficult to survive at that time. Even few people also suggested that just to replace this name of the Islamia word from this name. That time it was also documented. Gandhiji said, if you will remove the name of Islamia, I will also detach myself from Jamia. So that's why it has been continued as a Jamia Millia Islamia till now. So later, Jamnalal, this 1935, it was registered as a society, and Seth Jamnalal Bajaj was the treasurer at that time, and he also supported this university in the time of really crisis and survival. And finally, in 1960, we became the deemed university. In 1988, we declared as a central university by an act of the parliament. Right now, we are enjoying the status of one of the central universities out of 45 central universities in the country. And I would like to just mention and proudly mention that we are evaluated by Ministry of Education this time for the year 2020 as the #1 central university in India. And we are also among the top 10 institutions of the country by the ranking. There's a national Ministry of HRD ranking, that is NIRF ranking, and we are among the top 10. So it is just about the university. And another unique component of our university is we start from daycare center, pre-nursery to postdoctoral. And we have more than 20,000 students and more than 1,000 teachers and around 2,000 plus non-teaching staff. And we generally cover all the courses. We offer all the areas for the courses. We offer more than 200 courses in 9 faculties and more than 42 departments. So I welcome you all to Jamia. I'm so excited to listen these august panelists also. Of course, this session is for the students, but I would also like to understand more about the corporate side for interviews and the skill set. And my special thanks to all the panelists, especially Mr. Afzal Modak. In early morning, he joined this session, Mr. Sanjeev Gupta, Ms. Richa Narayan, and Mr. Vivek Gupta for supporting us. My special thanks to Admist also. Thank you very much for your all support. When our this director will join, he'll also just say a few things when he'll join. Thank you very much. Over to Vivek. Thank you very much.
Dr. Khan, thank you. Thank you very much, and a very good afternoon to all the attendees and the panelists, my fellow hosts and colleagues. We are very excited to be a part of your centenary celebrations. This is a follow-up from our webinar last week where we had focused on resume. How do we prepare a powerful resume? This time, the focus will be a little bit around the next step in our quest for a job search. But before we go into the details and talk about interviews, there are a lot of other things. We are very proud and we are very excited to be a part of your centenary celebrations, and really thank you for inviting us for the second time. We got an overwhelming response. A lot of people came to our portal platform, Admist. They have registered to take advantage of what we offer. And what we offer is to support the graduating youth to make a mark in their career, to put the best foot forward when it comes to the employment opportunities which are shrinking. Now we will share, as a course of this webinar, we will share some data, some information in what's happening. So before we get into all of that, I am Vivek Gupta, based in Connecticut in the US. I have worked in different financial technology and shared services companies. And what I bring with me is a very esteemed and a rich, very experienced panel of experts. We have Mr. Afzal Modak. He's the CEO of GSF Investments. He holds 9 companies in his portfolio. And he is a very young, new age startup adventurist, I call him. Multiple fields that he has dabbled in. He has 30 years of GE global senior leadership experience. So thank you, Afzal, for joining our panel today. We also have Richa. She has worked across multiple global firms. She's a global HR consultant. Let me actually share some of the other details. And she has worked in a lot of great companies with very strong presence in across the corporate sector, whether it was Ansar, Target, Unilever, Lancet, Genpact, and very importantly, Boston Scientific. So Richa comes with a lot of experience in having helped people not only manage their careers, but grow them and accelerate them. So Richa, thank you for joining us. And Mr. Sanjeev Gupta, I'm personally in awe of Mr. Gupta. He is a Limca Book of Records holder. Just let me start with that. So he has led a CSR initiative where they have touched 2 million human lives. And that was, I think, a few years ago. So Sanjeev, again, congratulations for an amazing feat. We are very proud of that. And with the amount of work that you have done, especially around incubation centers. And Dr. Khan, I want to make a special mention because we have discussed this before. Mr. Sanjeev Gupta has helped a lot of companies, institutions, and organizations in setting up incubation centers, which become even more important in the current context of how we are seeing economy shifting and people adjusting and adapting to the changing environment. So Sanjeev, thank you again for joining. And also we have 2 off-screen panelists, Aparna Khastgir. She comes with a very diverse and a global experience, having worked across multiple companies as an HR and a business development leader. And she will be helping in answering a lot of the questions today. Given that we have 300 people who have registered for this webinar and our experience from the last time, we recognize the need to answer all the questions this time online in this webinar itself. Last time we could not cover all the questions, so we said, let's reinforce our capacity. So Aparna has kindly consented. She was a panelist last time, so she will be answering a lot of the questions. And then finally, we have Mr. Bhuvan Mahajan. He is also an off-screen panelist. He will be working and teaming up with Aparna to take on all your questions. He comes with 12 years of corporate experience. He has worked in multiple startups and mid to late stage companies and enterprises, mostly around analytics, technology, and ed tech. And he's an ISB graduate and a computer science engineer as well. So thank you all the panelists for co-hosting this session with me, and we'll make it successful. But before we get started, Shahira, welcome. I just see you have joined. Thank you very much.
Very good afternoon to all of you.
I want to start with a quick poll. Are you actively looking for a job? Let's open the poll and let's see what kind of responses we get. Give me one moment. We have almost 80% of us who are actively looking for a job, which is very much in line with the results we had the first time last week. And this is a common trend. 80%, what we have found research-wise also, 80% of the graduating youth are generally active in the job market. It's an important indicator of what's happening. And it is also an important input for us how to address the questions that you may have. In the meantime, I see Mr. Zafri, you have joined, so welcome.
Professor Jafri is our honorary director of University Placement Cell. Jafri sir, we have just started the discussion.
I welcome Mr. Vivek Gupta. He is from the screen. Ms. Richa Narayan for this program. And I know that this program is for the our students and the public just to get the employment opportunity over here. So I welcome all of you once again, and I request Rehan Saab to please continue again.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Afzal Modak. Yeah, I just see you once on the screen. Afzal Modak.
Please,
welcome to you.
Glad to be on.
Thank you, Professor Zafri, and welcome again. And thank you for your kind words. We are going to cover a macro environment, what is happening. Because interview तो ठीक है, लेकिन इंटरव्यू में जाने से पहले जरूरी है ये समझना कि हमारे आसपास हो क्या रहा है, जिसके लिए हमें अपने आप को अलर्ट करना है, तैयार करना है. सो मैक्रो एनवायरनमेंट में बहुत चीजें बदल रही हैं, तो इसलिए अगर हम उसको समझ लें, इंटरनलाइज कर लें, तो जब हम इंटरव्यू देते हैं तो देयर इज अ डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ इंटेलेक्ट दैट अपीयर्स इन आवर कन्वर्सेशंस, व्हिच इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. दूसरा, क्या ट्रेंड्स इमर्ज हो रहे हैं बिकॉज ऑफ द चेंजेस इन द एनवायरनमेंट, चेंजेस इन द एक्सपेक्टेशन, वो कौन से ट्रेंड हैं जो हमें पता होने चाहिए. उसके बाद उनको मद्देनजर रखते हुए इंटरव्यू की तैयारी कैसे करनी है. लेकिन ज्यादा जरूरी है, जो रिचा जी एंड संजीव जी एंड मोदक जी दे विल टॉक अबाउट इज एग्जांपल्स, कि अगर एक नॉर्मल एवरेज कैंडिडेट है इंटरव्यू के लिए, वो ग्रेड कैसे हो जाता है, हम उसको फिर भी क्यों सिलेक्ट करेंगे. अगर वो एवरेज था शुरू में, लेकिन ऐसा क्या किया उसने कि वो ग्रेड निकला, तो हम इन चीजों पे बात करेंगे. लेकिन उससे पहले जरूरी है, आई वांट टू स्टार्ट विद कि आज वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमिक फोरम का एक समिट चल रहा है. इट्स कॉल्ड द जॉब्स रीसेट समिट. ये 20 तारीख को शुरू हुआ था और आज उसका आखिरी दिन है. तो जो उसके ओपनिंग सेशन में जो वर्ल्ड के इंडस्ट्री लीडर्स ने बातें करी हैं, इट्स अ 2 मिनट वीडियो, एक्चुअली इट्स अ 5 मिनट वीडियो, बट उसका 2 मिनट का सेक्शन आई वांट टू शेयर एंड स्टार्ट द webinar with. Okay, so please bear with me. I'm going to switch my screen, and it is important that we understand in the context of what's happening globally and how the industry leaders are seeing it.
Right now we're facing a crisis of international proportion. It's a healthcare crisis, but it's also an economic crisis. It's going to have long-term impact for us. And we're going to see that the biggest impact is actually going to be acceleration of inequality.
The systematic way that we have been built is not holding up. The foundation is cracking.
Our duties remain the same. The fact that we should not leave anybody behind again.
Many organizations have seen what the impact is of a sudden crisis and how we're able to better navigate this crisis today with the help of technology. And that means the reskilling and upskilling of your own workforce.
Jobs of tomorrow are technologically enabled, but also extremely human-centered. It's in the ability to work with technology easily.
On the other hand, with this new way of working and especially remote work, we see that there is a huge need of emotional intelligence.
we have really to invest a lot in people to guarantee their jobs, but also to allow them the mobility they need on an ever-changing labor market.
8 out of 10 of the young people who are in low and middle income countries are going to have to be entrepreneurs. They're going to have to make jobs for themselves.
Having creative curriculums and teaching creativity is enabling your learners to have transferable skills, resilience, mastery, collaboration, asking questions, why, how, when. This is what they need in order to thrive in any profession which they choose.
So pretty profound. ये वर्ल्ड स्टेज पे आज इस समय बातें हो रही हैं वर्ल्ड इकोनॉमिक फोरम में उनके वर्चुअल समिट में एंड इट इज अगेन कॉल्ड द जॉब रीसेट समिट आई अर्ज यू ऑल if you go to weforum.org you will see a lot of good content कि क्या चल रहा है वर्ल्ड में. So let me switch it back to my other screen and kind of summarize. One, we have actually looked at the report in terms of what World Economic Forum is saying. 50% of the workforce will need to be reskilled by 2025 in the next 5 years. Interesting thing is 2/3 of the companies are feeling कि इसका payback 1 साल के अंदर मिल जाएगा, which means they are happy to invest in their employees in the existing workforce and get them reskilled and upskilled. This is an important indicator of what is to come. And then in the middle of these metrics, there is another shifting conversation around what skills are we talking about. And Sanjeev is going to go in a little bit more detail, but analytical thinking, active learning and unlearning, and complex problem solving, these are appearing as the key skills that will be looked at in the future employers. तो जब हम इंटरव्यू में जाएंगे तो हमें ये पता होना चाहिए ऑलरेडी कि वो जो इंटरव्यूअर है वो ऑलरेडी एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा है, चाहे वो बोले या ना बोले, उसके सीवी में लिखा उसके जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन में लिखा हो या ना लिखा हो, देयर इज एन अनसेड एक्सपेक्टेशन एंड वी हैव टू बी वेरी वॉचफुल. कुछ चीजें तो लिखी हुई हैं जो सबको पढ़ी जा रही हैं, जो सबको ऑब्वियस है. कुछ चीजें ऐसी हैं जो मुझे पता होनी चाहिए टू बिकम अ बेटर कैंडिडेट अमंग्स द रेस्ट, एंड दैट इज व्हाई कॉन्टेक्स्ट इज सो इंपॉर्टेंट. So let me quickly shift to Afzal, because he has an industry vantage point. उन्होंने 30 years he has been a senior executive global leader in GE. Now he has 9 companies in his portfolio. Many of them are new age startups and some are mid to late stage enterprises. So Afzal, in your context, from your vantage point, how are you seeing this macro change impacting the new job markets and what is happening? What would you share with our Jamia students today?
Vivek, thanks for the opportunity and बहुत खुशी हुई आज आप सब लोगों के साथ ज्वाइन करके थोड़ा इंग्लिश हिंदी उर्दू सब मिक्स करके बात करेंगे. तो greetings from Florida today actually. देखा जाए तो over a long period of time, अगर if you reflect back to 100 years ago, people were more into agriculture, more into land, and some people even got richer by getting into construction and infrastructure and things of that nature. फिर 50 साल पहले, it was more about factories and manufacturing and things like that. And last 15, 20 years, it's the world of Google, everything you need to do is at your fingertips and what have you. So I think we are going to focus not on 100 years ago and 50 years ago. हम तो बात करेंगे तो technology. I think we all have to learn, and COVID has taught us even more कि अगर आज की तारीख में अगर हम digitally competent नहीं हैं तो दूसरी सब चीजें इतनी, whether you are a medical doctor, whether you are a physicist, whether you are a statistician, हर चीज में आजकल computing का exposure होना बहुत जरूरी है. So this is what this slide is trying to say, that there is transformation underway, and the transformation is in the digital context. So India में देखा जाए तो there are 4 main points. It is established कि India में तो outsourcing काफी चल रहा है, BPO and IT, and हमें सबको पता है कि TCS, Wipro वगैरह जो हैं, they are phenomenal companies with lots of employees, और उनके काफ़ी जो employees हैं, they are based in India and equally large number is abroad when it comes to US and UK and Europe, all over the place, Asia maybe. So I think the good thing is India's image has gone abroad as a tech company and people who understand computing. So I call this the world of elite Indians. The 20% of Indians, and some of us are probably part of that journey, having got the chance to go abroad, study abroad and get jobs. तो सेकंड नंबर पॉइंट वही है कि इंडिया हैज़ आल्सो बीन द एक्सपोर्टर ऑफ टैलेंट एंड काफ़ी मिड लेवल पे तो it's flooded with lots of Indian people, and then now you begin to see also at the very top level. तो ये जो कंपनियां हैं माइक्रोसॉफ्ट एंड द गूगल्स एंड द IBM, बिकॉज दे आर टेक वी रोट देम, बट अगर आप इंडस्ट्रियल कंपनीज देखो, कंसल्टिंग कंपनीज देखो, they have lots of people like all of you who are on this webinar. So I think we should keep global aspirations also going. लेकिन मैं खास करके I wanted to focus on the point number 3, क्योंकि ये number 1 and 2 तो हो चुका है, but 80% of India is still sitting in box number 3, and we all have to recognize that India is whatever, $3 trillion economy. It is a G6 country in the rank. All the projections are to be the top 3 in the world very soon, whether it is 10 years or 15 years. India को तो ignore नहीं किया जा सकता. And in that sense, what is the Indian story and what are Indian digitization? And as much as people talk about Silicon Valley and US and innovation, I can tell you that काफी investment, foreign direct
Indian digitization,
is coming in India as well. And it is not insignificant, which is point number 4. तो एक second अगर ये pages पे left side में reflect किया जाए, तो I wanted to bring out the point कि हमारे आंखों के सामने ही the world is shifting, from Aadhaar card, this lady holding, and it may, a lot of people will criticize it or जो भी होवे, लेकिन today doing banking is so much easier. आप पहले एड्रेस चेंज करना है तो राशन कार्ड ले आओ, बर्थ सर्टिफिकेट ले आओ, जो भी है. Today you can do that all with one biometric, thumb, वो भी अभी आजकल, 2-factor authentication, एक OTP आ गया, आप कुछ भी कर सकते हो. And then similarly, you got the point of sales and digital payments, and even the rickshaw is part of Uber and Ola now. So let's go to the next slide, Vivek. So this has got an example of the kinds of things happening in Indian business context. A logo Vyapari jo hai, this is one of the companies that I'm connected to. Logo, by the way, is a Turkish company headquartered in Istanbul and listed there. तो हमने सोचा कि people are doing business, and what does digital business mean? तो आज की तारीख में हम सब ने WhatsApp यूज किया है. In WhatsApp we are placing order के vegetable ले आओ, ये ले आओ, जो भी है. WhatsApp has become, but WhatsApp is only a messaging system. It is not really a business system. तो ये हमारा विजन 4 साल से था कि किसी न किसी तरह से ऐसे सॉफ्टवेयर लाया जाए जिससे SME बिजनेस कर सके. So what Logo Vyapari does is it allows you to deal with the sales side of things. Right hand side में लिखा है यहाँ पर कि आपको अगर sales order लेना है या invoice issue करना है तो billing GST compliance होनी चाहिए. आपने किसी को bill कर दिया, फिर cash collection भी करना है. अगर cash collection उसने पूरा नहीं दिया तो आपको उसका हिसाब किताब रखना है. So you need books. So this is called order to cash cycle. ये बड़ा इम्पोर्टेंट होता है बिजनेस में कि अपना सेलिंग से लेकर कैश कलेक्शन तक ये कैसे, और इट्स वेरी फ्रस्ट्रेटिंग बिकॉज़ पीपल डोंट पे यू ऑन टाइम. एंड मेनी स्मॉल मीडियम स्केल वाले जो हैं उनको इट कैन टेक एनीवेयर फ्रॉम 60 days to 90 days. सो ये साइकिल मैनेज करना बड़ा ज़रूरी है. एंड उसी तरह से लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में परचेस इनवॉइस होती है, परचेसिंग, एंड परचेस किया तो पेमेंट करना पड़ेगा. और ये जो सिस्टम है, तो मैंने एक थोड़ा कमर्शियल तौर पर आपके दिमाग में ये डालना है कि you can do a lot of things, digital commerce, and we know people who do trading, whether you are a small repair person or a big FMCG company or a pharma company. These kinds of tools are going to get into the hands of people. And this company called Logo Vyapari, or Logo with a product called Vyapari, is one of the examples I wanted to bring out, and I'm proud to be connected to this company as a board member and as an investor.
So अफजल, मेरे को एक क्वेश्चन है आपसे कि इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि आज की तारीख में अगर नौकरी लेनी है कहीं पे, तो I have to be very comfortable in using digital tools.
Yes.
So जैसे अभी आपने बताया कि व्यापारी है, in the prior slide, जहाँ पे कि एक ऐप के थ्रू पूरा बिजनेस ट्रांजैक्शन हो रहा है. और अगर मैं एक स्टूडेंट हूँ जामिया का आज की तारीख में और मुझे जॉब मार्केट में जाना है, तो पहली चीज है या तो मैं उसका यूजर बनूं, कंफर्टेबल यूजर, या तो मैं उसको डिजाइन करना जानूं, और आई शुड बी कनेक्टेड विद सम काइंड ऑफ प्रोडक्ट डेवलपमेंट जिससे कि माय प्रोफाइल बिकम्स अट्रैक्टिव फॉर यू, राइट? सो आई हैव आई एम जस्ट क्यूरियस and I'm actually going to poll the audience how comfortable they feel and how skilled are they in the use of digital tools. क्योंकि इंडिया में पेटीएम चलता है, रेजर पे है, काफी सारे पेमेंट गेटवेज हैं. इवन आपके एक स्लाइड में मैंने देखा एक फोटो थी जिसमें कि एक छोटी सी दुकान है लेकिन पेटीएम का वो क्यूआर कोड है. तो एक पोल करेंगे ऑडियंस से, जानेंगे कि हाउ स्किल्ड आर यू इन द यूज ऑफ डिजिटल टूल्स. सो लेट्स सी योर रिस्पॉन्सेज. और इसमें या तो हाईली स्किल्ड होंगे या मीडियम स्किल्स होंगे या फिर लो स्किल्स होंगे. Almost 60% of us who are still in the medium range. And the good news is there are almost 35% who feel we have got very good skills in using digital tools. So Afzal, quick question to you.
Yes.
जब हम इंटरव्यू के लिए आए आपके पास in one of your 9 portfolio companies, would you consider it as an advantage that I know how to use digital tools, or it will be indifferent? How will you feel?
Like, clearly you want people जो computer literate हो, जो computer समझते हो, but obviously it depends on the nature of the job. लेकिन आजकल finance का भी job हो तो people are doing from everything from e-banking to treasury. It touches technology. और काफी कंपनियां whatever may be the nature, education हुआ आपका, education, health, everything is becoming more tech. The financial world, at the end of the day, all businesses are transacting through payments, through collections, through insurance, जो भी किया जाए, that's all tech oriented. सिर्फ fintech as a field, forget the health tech and edutech, fintech में इंडिया में 4,500 companies have been funded, and more than $12 billion has been invested in them per the private equity reports. So a lot of activity. I'm not saying that all those 4,500 companies are going to just change the world, but a good number of them will. And हम सब जानते हैं अभी Paytm हुआ या कुछ all these companies, they are changing the way we transacted. कुछ statistics ऐसे भी है कि on average, 4 years ago, people did maybe 2 digital transactions. And today, people are doing more than 20. In 4 साल में, it has gone up tenfold. And it will go up another tenfold in probably as little as 1 or 2 years. So digitization का जो momentum है, it is huge. And so I would just encourage हमारे जो audience हैं सब, पहले हम जब छोटे थे तो कहते थे कि इंग्लिश बोलना सीखो. हम बोलेंगे डिजिटल बनना सीखो.
I think it's a very relevant point. So in that context, actually, अभी हमने देखा World Economic Forum, then हमने देखा Indian context, फिर हमने जाना digital literacy is very important. So in this context, I am going to ask another question to our audience. कि how confident are you about getting a job soon after graduating? Almost 60% are feeling confident, and 55% and 45%, which is a good balance, good mix. How people are looking at themselves in terms of the job market and their ability to leverage these opportunities. I think it's important to now switch gears a little bit. How should I think about the job market? ऐसा क्या हो रहा है कि मुझे एक दूसरे तरीके से अपने इंटरव्यूज की, अपने रिज्यूमे की, अपने आप की तैयारी करनी है to enter the market. Sanjeev, how would you tell the students to think differently about the changing opportunities in the market? What are the emerging trends we as students should be looking at?
Yeah, thank you Vivek for this opportunity. And before I start, मैं तहे दिल से इस पूरे पैनल का और इस अपॉर्चुनिटी का शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहूँगा आप सबको और सारे स्टूडेंट्स का who have our aspirations and the future of our country in their hands. So for the entire panel, Dr. Khan, Professor Jaffrey and Shaira ma'am, so much thankful to all of you for giving us this opportunity. So coming to the question that you asked me, Vivek, we are seeing on our screen, अभी हम screen पर देख रहे हैं कि कौन से areas हैं, कौन से वो sectors हैं, whether we talk about digital sector, we talk about medicine as a sector or pharma as a sector, financial services as a sector, or we are talking about artificial intelligence or machine learning. These are some of the sectors which are the emerging trends, where the jobs are. But मैं यहाँ पर जो slide पर दिख रहा है, ये हम लोग अगर थोड़ा Google करेंगे तो और बेहतर पता चल जाएगा. मैं इस discussion को थोड़ा और आगे ले जाना चाहता हूँ. ये चीज जो है, ये हमें बहुत सारी रिपोर्ट्स हैं, इंफॉर्मेशन है, डिटेल्स हैं, वेबसाइट्स हैं, which will tell us what are the emerging trends. But as we say, what was relevant yesterday may not be relevant today. What is relevant today may not be relevant 3 years down the line. So these are good estimates and we should be aware of those estimates. But major point जिस पे मैं आना चाहता हूँ वो ये कि what should we do to be in a war-like preparedness. परेशानी, मुश्किल, पेंडेमिक बोल के नहीं आता. टेलीफोन की घंटी नहीं बजती कि हेलो, गुड मॉर्निंग, आई एम देयर. ऐसा नहीं होता. लाइफ जो है एग्जामिनेशन पेपर नहीं है, 8 में से 5 तैयार कर लो, उसमें से 3 कर लेंगे, पास हो जाएंगे. अनफॉर्चुनेटली इतना स्ट्रक्चर्ड होता तो बहुत सिंपल हो जाता. So I think the pertinent point that you have asked, Vivek, is how should one think? I think Dr. Afzal Bhai also brought that. Main मुद्दा ये है कि सोचना क्या है. So I would like to share with my friends here a very quick checklist based on my about 25 plus years of experience and running the entrepreneurship program, that if probably our friends here make a note of this list and they carry it with them and keep looking at it, probably it might help them to take them through thick and thin. So with your permission, can I share some of those points?
Sure, please.
So the first I would say is very important, and these are all internally driven, जिसमें आपको environment का context तो आप रखेंगे, पर ये सब आपके कंट्रोल में है. Environment आपके कंट्रोल में नहीं है, पर आपके कंट्रोल में क्या है? सबसे पहले आपको you have to be very careful about what you are thinking, because that is your biggest superpower. क्या सोचते हैं आप, कैसे सोचते हैं और क्यों सोचते हैं? Your quality of thinking, and from there comes the quality of goals that you would want to work on, choose for yourself in life. अगर आपने goals अपने लिए नहीं choose किए तो that means the driver of your life is somebody else. तो destination भी किसी और का होगा, आपका नहीं होगा, unfortunately. तीसरा point, if you have the goals in life, you should relentlessly work towards that goal. Execution is the key. Execution, execution, execution is the key. And the fourth important point related to that, I would say self-evaluation, objective and honest self-evaluation, where you don't need anybody else but yourself. And here I would bring the twist in my list. And the fifth point is, please develop a habit of saving money right in the beginning of your life. अब आप ये कहेंगे ऐसा क्यों? वो मैं इसलिए कह रहा हूं क्योंकि छठा पॉइंट और बाकी के पॉइंट इससे ज्यादा लिंक्ड हैं. Sixth point is, at any point in time in your life, you should be aware कि which are those skills that you must gain and master, which are in alignment of your life goals. अगर आपको ये नहीं पता कि मुझे कौन सी स्किल लेनी है, या अगर आप उस ट्रैप में आ गए कि भाई हम तो पढ़ लिए, स्कूलिंग कर ली, कॉलेज कर लिया, पढ़ाई पूरी हो गई, तो गेम पूरा हो जाएगा, गेम ओवर. सॉरी, this is the starting, not the end. So you must be very aware of the skills that you must learn and master, and therefore you would need money to do that. Next point is, you should build ability to learn at 10x the speed. That is where came the point of cognitive skills. How to enhance and engage with your brain to learn faster. Question you must be asking yourself, अगर मुझे ये चीज सीखनी है तो मैं इसको 10 गुना कैसे फास्ट सीखूंगा? Because the life and the world is spinning at that speed, and if we don't catch up with that speed, sorry, we have lost it. And finally, where most of the people do an error, कहीं से भी सीख लो, नहीं बनती बात. Always go for the experts. Go for the experts. Go for the experts and only for the experts. Neem Hakim Khatraye Jaan. And nothing else. It is your life and business at stake. I feel if we are able to take care of these 8 points, whether in business or whether in employment, I think we will be able to steer ourselves better. So this is my take on this point.
Very well said, Sanjeev. See, हमारा काम इस वेबिनार में डर पैदा करना नहीं है. I mean, I want to be very careful about that. हम रियलिटी से सबको वाकिफ करा रहे हैं, सबको बता रहे हैं कि ये चल रहा है एनवायरनमेंट पे, और एट द सेम टाइम उसकी तैयारी कैसे करें. लेकिन तैयारी और एनवायरनमेंट शिफ्टिंग के बीच में एक और छोटा सा पहलू है. वो पहलू है कि एम्प्लॉयमेंट मार्केट इज शिफ्टिंग. कोविड ने सब कुछ स्लो डाउन मोड में डाल दिया. मार्च अप्रैल के आसपास थिंग्स वर लुकिंग वेरी बैड. द सेंटिमेंट्स वर लो. The economy was really staggering, and now in the second half it has started to recover slowly. तो हमारे पास कुछ डेटा है संजीव जो हमने देखा है, जैसे कुछ एक सेक्टर्स का मैं अभी शेयर कर रहा हूं, और ये इंडिया स्पेसिफिक है. हेल्थ केयर, फार्मा, एजुकेशनल सर्विसेज, ई कॉमर्स, एग्रीकल्चर, एफएमसीजी, इन सब में धीरे धीरे देयर इज अ रिकवरी स्टार्टेड. The 2 areas that are still or yet to rebound, one is the hospitality and the second is the travel industry. Right? So I think इसमें भी टाइम लगेगा. But in the meantime, अगर ये हम बोलें कि आपको उन जो 8 आपने जो बताए, I call them facts of life, उनको अगर हम ध्यान में रखें तो मेरा मानना ये है कि we can change and we can adapt to the changing environment.
Absolutely.
I mean, would you agree with that?
Absolutely, 100%. I think that is the name of the game, Vivek, as you rightly said. जो आपने सेक्टर्स दिखाए वो डिजिटल से थे, नॉलेज से थे, एजुकेशन से थे, फार्मा से थे, एग्रीकल्चर से थे, फाइनेंस से थे. आज ये सेक्टर्स प्रॉस्पर कर रहे हैं. कल 3 साल बाद हो सकता है कोई और डिसरप्टिव चेंजेस आ जाए. उसके 3 साल बाद हो सकता है कोई और इवैल्यूएशन आए. पर किसी का भी लाइफ स्पैन जो जॉब मार्केट में है ऑन एन एवरेज 30, 40, 50 साल का है. राइट? तो कॉन्टिन्यूअसली आपका एवोल्यूशन होना बहुत जरूरी है. सेक्टर्स चेंज होते रहेंगे. जैसे अफजल साहब ने कहा, पिछले 100 साल पहले कुछ और था, 50 साल पहले कुछ और था, 20 साल पहले कुछ और था, अब कुछ और है, आगे कुछ और होने वाला है. सो ये जो अगर हम इन चीजों को मद्देनजर रखते हुए अपने को इवैल्यूएट करते रहेंगे तो मेरे ख्याल में वी शुड बी गुड इनफ. वी शुड.
So on that note, I want to switch gears and get into high gear now in terms of इंटरव्यू की तैयारी. So हमने देखा, अगेन अफजल साहब ने बताया डिजिटल लिटरेसी, आपने बताया ट्रेंड्स और वो 8 रूल्स ऑफ द गेम, और मैं ऋचा जी को इस कॉन्वर्सेशन में लेके आऊंगा. लेकिन उससे पहले हम जानना चाहते हैं कि जस्ट बिफोर द इंटरव्यू हाउ डू यू फील. अगर आप इमेजिन करें कि आप इंटरव्यू के लिए अपीयर हो रहे हैं, हाउ वुड यू फील जस्ट बिफोर द इंटरव्यू? यू आर नर्वस, यू आर कॉन्फिडेंट, यू आर नर्वस बट श्योर ऑफ गेटिंग द जॉब, नर्वस बट नॉट श्योर, confident, sure, confident, not sure. तो मैं जानना चाहता हूं, where is the audience on these 4 areas? Okay, let me end the polling and share the results. So it seems a majority of us are nervous and not sure. इससे पता चल रहा है कि हमें इंटरवेंशन की जरूरत है. हमें लोगों को वो एहसास दिलाना है कि it's not doom and gloom. होप एंड बिलीफ. और जो संजीव जी ने कहा कि अपनी सोच पे अगर हमें कंट्रोल है, अपनी सोच से हम अपनी डेस्टिनी बदल सकते हैं. तो अगर आप इंटरव्यू के लिए जा रहे हैं तो अब ये सोच के जाइए कि ये तो मिलना ही मिलना है, ये तो मेरे लिए ही बने, अब ये जो जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन मेरा है, आई ओन दिस. राइट? कॉन्फिडेंस. रिचा, आई वांट टू ब्रिंग यू इन with all the changes happening and the opportunities emerging that Sanjeev mentioned, and there is a lot of material on Google and YouTube and Udemy and edX and Coursera जो सबको एक्सेसिबल है. हर कैंडिडेट को जो है वही आंसर्स अवेलेबल एक्सेसिबल हैं जो गूगल में जो सब देख रहे हैं. सो द एवरेज बिकम्स मोर एवरेज, राइट? क्योंकि सभी के पास सेम आंसर्स हैं. तो ऐसे केस में हमें कैसे तैयारी करनी है? How should I prepare for an interview? What is your recommendation to the candidates from Jamia, for the students from Jamia?
Sure, Vivek. Before I start giving my point of view, let me take this opportunity of thanking everyone. It's a great pleasure being here. Having said that, how do we go forward and prepare for an interview? I think interview, agar dekhen, so it's all about how prepared you are, and how confident you are. As we have been discussing, as Sanjeev ne bhi bola, Vivek ji ne bhi bola, it's like aap kitna prepared rehte hain. So before you go for an interview, your resume has already been selected. That means the organization is interested in you. And then the second thing is, आप अपने तरफ से क्या तैयारी करके जा सकते हैं. So for most organizations में, the first few questions that you would be asked is, tell me something about yourself. Now here, the purpose of the interviewer is not to know about your life history. They want to know how confident you are and how articulate you are. So it always helps to prepare a short summary, and it should not be it should not be all over the place. आपको ये बताना होगा जैसे कि आप अभी क्या कर रहे हो, like what is your background. Say I'm psychology honors कर रहे हैं, मैंने psychology honors किया है, मेरे interests क्या हैं, मेरे hobbies क्या हैं. And अगर if you can weave into the story that you are telling कि something that is related to the job. So for example, if I'm applying for a job of a project manager or a coordinator, so I can say that my passion is meeting people, interacting with people. And, I had various opportunities as a part of clubs in my internship project to talk to the stakeholders, to talk to various managers. And then for my final internship project, I put together a report, and it was very well received. So it's communicating to the interviewer कि आपके जो interests हैं, आपने क्या-क्या skills, क्या-क्या strengths भी आपने अपने दिखाए. And you're tying it up by saying that it is well received by everybody. तो उससे क्या होता है कि इंटरव्यू के दिमाग में बैठ जाता है कि हाँ, इस पर्सन ने इनिशिएटिव ली, इस पर्सन ने they have the right skills right now. Because as Sanjeev and as Vivek earlier have been telling, because it's a changing market. So their skills of how, our skills that we need to know now are the softer skills. More than technological skills we can pick up in the job itself, right? Another set of questions that people might ask you is, what are your strengths? Now here, I will not just say that I'm great at communication skills, I'm a team player. So you have to build a story around it. So for example, अगर मुझसे पूछा जाए कि what are my strengths? So I would say, when I was at college, I was a part of the theater group. And when I joined the group, I realized कि पिछले कुछ सालों में at the end of the year हमेशा funds खत्म हो जाते थे. So I basically put together a list of all the programs that we had during the year, decided कि हर का budget कितना होता था, and then tallied it. And then I realized कि we were running short of it. Then I got together with the team and we put together a skit and we collected money so that we had funds for the whole year. So I displayed taking initiative, strategizing, team player. I displayed that I can do budgeting, and I'm an organized person. So this helps put together all your good qualities to the interviewer in a succinct manner, in a sankshet mein bata dete hain aap. And it comes across as you're very well prepared for the interview. Another few set of things that you might be asked is, tell us your biggest success story. Yeah, tell us your biggest failure. So you have to be prepared with all your answers. Usually when you are asked such a question, you have to give a context. Then you have to say कि आपने क्या किया, and फिर conclusion क्या हुआ. Now, if it is a failure, they are not looking to see why you failed. They are looking to see कि अच्छा अगर आपने fail किया, तो उससे आपने क्या सीखा. And in this world where you need to adapt to change, how flexible are you to adapt? So that is how it works. यहाँ पर भी एक so that is how you adapt basically. Here, next what? When you have prepared your questions and your answers to those questions, what next? So it's more about you. How are you going to be more aware about who are you interviewing with? So you have to do your due diligence कि company उसके culture क्या है, so that when you're talking, and as Sanjeev earlier said, कि आपकी सोच में होना चाहिए कि I like this company, I like the culture, I really am raring to go. I've completed my graduation and I'm really hungry for success and I want to start. So you have to be aware of all these factors when you go for an interview and you're talking to the interviewer. So these are a few points that would help you prepare for your interviews. Over to you, Vivek.
Thank you. Richa, so this is very interesting. कुछ एक क्वेश्चंस मेरे हाथ में है जो लोगों ने रजिस्ट्रेशन के टाइम पूछे थे, तो 2-3 क्वेश्चन मैं आपसे पूछना चाहता हूं. आपने एक तो आंसर कर दिया, अलबाब अली, सौम्या गोयल, फैसल नसीम, नाहिबा रहमान मलिक, आप सभी ने पूछा था कि हाउ डू आई इंट्रोड्यूस माई सेल्फ इन एन इंटरव्यू. तो आई नो यू हैव आंसर्ड इट, यू हैव टच्ड अपॉन इट रिचा. इसके लिए आपके पास एक स्पेसिफिक टिप्स हैं बिटवीन यू रिचा एंड संजीव? आई मीन एनीथिंग दैट यू रिकमेंड that you will look for when somebody says, okay, tell me about yourself. I know we said कि अपना summary बताइए, कम उसमें headlines बताइए. Anything else you would like to add?
So रिचा, आपने बहुत अच्छा, मुझे लगा कि बहुत ही और अपने एग्जाम्पल लेके बताया. मैं इसके आगे बस यही कहना चाहूंगा कि दिस इज योर अपॉर्चुनिटी एज ए कैंडिडेट. ओपन एंडेड क्वेश्चन छोड़ दिया उन्होंने. अब इसको यू हैव टू ग्रास्प इट. वहां पर आपकी वो स्क्रिप्ट होनी चाहिए जहां पर आप इंटरव्यू को गाइड करके, हैंड होल्ड करके ले जाना चाहते हो. ये मौका दे दिया उसने आपको, एक लूज डिलीवरी आपकी तरफ फेंक दिया. यू कैन स्विंग इट फॉर अ 6. मतलब ये करने के लिए कि आप उस पूरी डिलीवरी को उस डायरेक्शन में ले जाएं जो आपका स्ट्रॉन्ग पॉइंट है, जहां से इंटरव्यूअर पिक करेगा इंफॉर्मेशन. आपकी जबानी वो पिक करेगा और आपसे नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पूछने के पूरे चांसेस हैं. आप उसको वहां ले जा सकते हैं, उस दरवाजे पर छोड़ के आ सकते हैं जहां से आप नेक्स्ट 6 मार सकते हैं और फिर नेक्स्ट 6 मार सकते हैं. तो मैं ये कहूंगा कि आपकी स्क्रिप्ट वेल थॉट ऑफ होनी चाहिए. जैसे रिचा ने कहा, आर्टिकुलेटेड होनी चाहिए. वो आपकी आर्टिकुलेशन देख रहा है, आपकी सोच को समझना चाहता है, किस तरह से आप अपनी स्टोरी को वीव कर रहे हैं, संक्षिप्त में, छोटे में बड़ी बात कैसे कह रहे हैं. ये जो है, ये मैं इसमें कहना चाहूंगा.
Thank you, Sanjeev. Richa ji, anything you want to add?
It is similar to Sanjeev. So basically, आपको इंटरेस्ट बिल्ड करना है अपने आप में कि आपसे आप इंटरव्यूअर और क्या पूछ सकता है, which is related to what you have done. That's it.
Okay, very good. मेरे को एक एग्जांपल याद आता है, मेरा अपना पर्सनल एग्जांपल. एक बार एक कॉन्वर्सेशन के दौरान मेरे को किसी ने बताया कि यार आपकी वीकनेस क्या है, और उसने मेरे को सोचने पे मजबूर किया. इट वाज अ स्लाइटली अनकंफर्टेबल क्वेश्चन कि व्हाट इज माय वीकनेस. हम हमेशा अपने स्ट्रेंथ की बात करते हैं, हम हमेशा अपने सक्सेस की बात करते हैं, लेकिन वीकनेस क्या है आप में? और मेरे को ये समझ में नहीं आया कि मैं वो अपनी वीकनेस इंटरव्यूअर को कैसे बताऊं ताकि मेरा चांस भी बना रहे, बट एट द सेम टाइम मैं आंसर भी कर दूं, जेन्युइनली आंसर करूं. सो आई केम अप विद समथिंग इन माय माइंड कि यार इम्पेशेंस मे बी अ वेरी गुड वीकनेस, क्योंकि इम्पेशेंस ये भी दिखाता है कि मेरे अंदर एक सेंस ऑफ अर्जेंसी है कि मैं हर काम धीरे धीरे नहीं करूंगा, थोड़ी फुर्ती के साथ, थोड़ा अर्जेंसी के साथ करूंगा. तो एक इंटरव्यू के दौरान वो मेरे से पूछा ही नहीं, उसने वो पूछ ही नहीं रहा था, लेकिन उसने फिर पूछा, अच्छा टेल मी अबाउट योरसेल्फ मोर. मेरे को मौका मिल गया, ओपनिंग मिल गई, जैसे आपने बताया, एक लूज डिलीवरी आई और छक्का घुमा दिया. मैंने बस वहीं पे अपना मौका देखा, बोला कि यार बहुत सारे लोग, मेरे स्ट्रेंथ्स के बारे में आपने बात करी, मेरे सक्सेसेस के बारे में बात की. आई वाज होपिंग यू विल आस्क मी अबाउट माय वीकनेस आल्सो. लेकिन लेट मी टेल यू, इवन दो यू हैव नॉट आस्क्ड मी, बट आई हैव बीन गिवन फीडबैक कि आई एम वेरी इंपेशेंट. मेरे को वो ओपनिंग मिली. सो आई थिंक इट गोज टू प्रूव कि टेल मी अबाउट योरसेल्फ इज योर अपॉर्चुनिटी टू डू व्हाट यू वांट टू डू एंड डू इट वेल. राइट? एक और क्वेश्चन है नफजल, आई वांट टू आस्क यू दिस क्वेश्चन. इट्स अ वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन व्हिच इज कम फ्रॉम रिचा दुबे, और इनसे ही रिलेटेड है. एक दो और लोगों ने पूछा है. रिचा जी पूछ रही हैं कि शुड आई आंसर माय क्वेश्चंस जेन्युइनली, या उसमें मैं स्पिन दूं कुछ. हालांकि ये स्पिन का वर्ड उनका नहीं है, मेरा है.
I think it is best to be truthful. I think it's a slippery slope to उसको बड़ा चढ़ा के कहना, कुछ कहना. I mean, I have always found कि थोड़ा humble होने में ही एक बड़प्पन होता है जो, because they can gauge, whether you are trying to fake something. So that will be my answer. Be yourself. They don't expect you to know everything. So, but वो ये जानना चाहते हैं कि आपको थोड़ा बेसिक average, above average knowledge hai, and are you the kind of person who can put in the effort to learn more?
Okay, thank you. It's okay to say no, कि नहीं पता, rather than बना के बोलना और उसी में फंस जाना.
Yeah, I think no blanket no, but I think, I would think along this line. You have to give them some sense of it's engagement, it's a discussion. Us question mein, it's a dialogue, and but I agree with you. We shouldn't fake anything for sure.
And it goes to the another question. Mirza Talib Beg पूछ रहे हैं, and Richa, I'll pass this question to you. How do you look confident? और इंटरव्यू को कैसे पता चलेगा कि कैसे जज करता है कि कैंडिडेट में कितना कॉन्फिडेंस है?
I think it's practice. बस आपको मिरर के सामने हर जगह प्रैक्टिस करना है. And the more you know about, see, you are 100% confident about yourself, right? You know yourself very well. So that helps. And then, of course, body language. So you have to sit erect. You can't slouch. There are a lot of small cues which convey to the interviewer how you are. So you sit and you look, main है अंदर से believe कीजिए कि आप confident हैं. So it will reflect on your face as well.
एक हमारा रजिस्ट्रेशन के टाइम ऑडियंस से क्वेश्चन था कि हाउ डू यू प्रिपेयर फॉर एन इंटरव्यू. उनका आंसर था बाय practicing and giving interviews. Very simple and very powerful, which is exactly what you're saying, Richa. So Mahfish Khan, thank you very much for having shared how do you prepare for your interviews. See, जरूरी नहीं है कि आपको 10 इंटरव्यू देने हैं to become better. जैसे रिचा जी ने बताया, you can also practice using mock interviews. And like Sanjeev ji ने पहले बोला, go to the expert and take coaching and take help. Even when you have people who are ready to help you, आप उनके साथ mock interview करिए. आपके दोस्त हो सकते हैं, आपके घर में आपके अपने परिवार से लोग हो सकते हैं, अपनी फैमिली से हो सकते हैं, स्कूल में हो सकते हैं, आपके कॉलेज में. So, but practice, उसका कोई substitute नहीं है. और एक चीज हमने सीखी है, रिकॉर्ड करिए अपने आप को. सबसे अनकंफर्टेबल होता है खुद को वीडियो में देखना और सुनना. जिस दिन उस डिस्कंफर्ट से आप कंफर्टेबल हो जाएंगे, इंटरव्यूअर और भी ज्यादा कंफर्टेबल हो जाएगा. एंड दैट इज द केमिस्ट्री यू हैव टू क्रिएट. और रिचा ने आई थिंक शुरू में बताया कि पहले अपने आप को जानो. जब आप अपने आप को नहीं जानेंगे तो इंटरव्यूअर क्या जानेगा? तो सीधी सी बात. एक और क्वेश्चन बहुत ही अच्छा लगा जो मुझे, जीनत अमीर पूछ रही हैं, how to be more straightforward and assertive during the interview. Sanjeev, you want to take this question?
Okay, let me try. So this is of course a great question. So it is how do you be assertive and
straightforward.
Okay, जैसे अफजल भाई ने भी कहा, आपने भी कहा, it is again a double-edged sword. You have to be straightforward to a point where you are making your point but not being rude. There is a way to say a thing. So you have to polish it and communicate to the other person, and you have to take it in your stride that this person sitting in front of you is probably more knowledgeable and at a higher station in life than you are. आप जिस मुकाम पर हैं उससे थोड़ा सा ज्यादा शायद वो ऊपर है, इसीलिए उस पोजीशन पे है. तो हमें उसकी कदर करनी है और उनको उस पॉइंट पे गलत तरीके से रब नहीं करना. अपना आप जरूर पॉइंट कहेंगे पर उसको अच्छी तरह से प्रेजेंट करेंगे, बिकॉज प्रेजेंटेशन इज वन ऑफ अगेन अ की वर्च्यू यू हैव टू बिल्ड. व्हेन यू आर पार्ट ऑफ दैट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, तो आप उस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का पार्ट हैं, उसको रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे, उसको प्रेजेंट करेंगे. तो आप अपनी बात अच्छी तरह से कहें, सही कहें, और सही कहने में क्लैरिटी रखें, ये जरूरी है. असर्टिव आप तब हो सकते हैं जब एक्चुअली जेन्युइन बात कर रहे हैं और उसको सब्सटेंशिएट कर रहे हैं कोई पॉइंट से. रिचा ने भी अपने एग्जाम्पल में बताया, अपने स्कूल या कॉलेज डेज के एग्जाम्पल उन्होंने बजटिंग के दिए. विवेक ने एग्जाम्पल्स दिए कि कहां पर उनको मौका मिला और उन्होंने उस चीज को पूछा. तो मतलब अगर आप एग्जाम्पल से सब्सटेंशिएट कर रहे हैं, और ये बात तो सही है, अगर वो चीज आपकी लाइफ में हुई है, आपने उसको झेला है और उस पर काम किया है, वो आपके कहने में दिखेगा. जो चीज है वो दिखेगी, और जो चीज फेक है वो कितनी भी आप कोशिश कर लें नहीं दिखेगी. तो अगर आप कह रहे हैं और आपने किया है काम, तो खुल के कहें, आराम से कहें, खूबसूरती से कहें, उसकी अलग ही पहचान बनेगी.
So let me switch some gears here. I think, thank you Sanjeev, this is very well said, and there are a lot of other questions. और मैं देख रहा हूँ कि चैट बॉक्स में Q&A में बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन आ रहे हैं. And एक question actually I want to answer before we move is from Nabila. वो पूछ रही हैं कि nowadays postgraduate students tell us there are not much difference in opportunities available to graduate and postgraduates. What is our view on this? Afzal, you want to take this question? So the difference in opportunities for graduates and postgraduates?
और तो ये थोड़ा thinking जो है कि the job should be commensurate with what we learned, and most of us are doing something different than what we learned. तो थोड़ा flexible होना जरूरी है. You have to get your foot in the door, and then later on you can find the right right levels to get into. Many of us have been fortunate क्योंकि कंपनी के ऐसे कुछ प्रोग्राम्स थे जिसमें different तरह की postings मिली, different jobs करने का मौका मिला. So one should not be so fixated कि हमने ये सीखा है, हमें यही चाहिए और हमको इसी लेवल का जॉब चाहिए. The one case in point is my own son, and he was at a slightly higher position in the old job, and he just shifted to something which may seem like a little lesser job, but it is a different industry and he can learn so much more, which happens to be in the Amazon logistics. So you can be a big boss in a manufacturing company, which is legacy, or you can be somebody with a good aspiration getting into a new field. So थोड़ा flexible रहना जरूरी है उसमें.
Thank you, Afzal. Shukriya. Yeah. We want to bring some of the audience attendees live into this webinar. So please raise your hand if you have a question. We will unmute you and you can ask a question live to the panelists. But in the meantime, we are going to ask another question. क्योंकि कुछ एक questions आ रहे हैं जिसमें कि interviewer के mindset के बारे में एक question है कि हमको interviewer को कैसे judge करें ताकि हम अपने responses को condition कर सकें. जैसे Mudit Wadhwa is asking how to judge the personality of the interviewer within the duration of the interview so that one can answer according to the mindset and expectations of the interviewer. I think it's a very good question, Mudit. So I congratulate you for thinking like that. Because at the end of the day, you do have to get into the mind of the interviewer. So let's do a quick poll. What is your view? What is the interviewer thinking during the first few minutes of the interaction? It's an interesting way that people are interpreting how the interviewers think, which is, are you better than the other candidates? Almost 50% of your thinking. And the other half is thinking, can you do the job? I think these are very revealing questions because it seems you already know that the interviewer is interested in not whether you will fail in the job or how much you should be paid. They are interested in, is Mudit the best candidate I have amongst the 10 others I'm interviewing? Can Mudit do the job? I mean, those are the first few things at least I as an interviewer have thought about. इसमें देखिए कोई right और wrong answer नहीं है. इसमें यही है हर interviewer का perspective अलग होता है. जानना ये होता है कि how do you think about the interviewer so that you can figure out in that short period of time how to put your best version forward. And that should be the top of mind. Richa has shared a lot about what things to care about, how do you present yourself? And because we are talking about the interviewer now, how do I get into the interviewer's mind? How is an interviewer thinking?
Okay, so yeah, thanks, Vivek. So Mudit, this is really a very, very interesting question because, probably besides taking up a course on mind reading, on a general framework, there are few points which are on this slide कि आप interview के सामने हैं क्यों? Because वो interviewer आपको ये समझता है कि अभी आप out of whole lot of CVs he may have seen through different sources, ये 10, 12, 15 candidate हैं जो मुझे मिलने चाहिए इन लोगों से. So you have crossed through that barrier. So you are a reasonable prospect. आप हो, मतलब you have brought yourself in the consideration set. So congratulations to you. But that is only the starting point. The battle is less than half won. अब यहाँ पर जो इस पूरी slide के अंदर one word that leaps out of the whole context is passion, जुनून. Point ये है, ये जो passion ये किस दुकान पे मिलता है? ये passion मिलेगी कहाँ? कोई ऐसी पुड़िया है जो मैं खरीद के ले आऊं, कोई मुझे घोट के पिला दे, अगर ऐसा हो जाए तो मजा आ जाए. तो ये जो पैशन जो वो कैलिब्रेट करना चाह रहा है इंटरव्यूअर, ये होता क्या है? अब इंटरव्यू कर क्या सोच रहा है मुझे नहीं पता, बट मैं 2 चीजें आपको कह सकता हूं कि अगर आप वो करेंगे तो शायद इंटरव्यू का इंटरेस्ट आप में आ जाएगा. पहला, एनर्जी. In this universe, there is energy, energy, and energy. Vibration. What is the vibration you are carrying when you are walking inside the door? And believe you me, right from the moment you have stepped inside the door, 5-7 सेकंड के अंदर काफी हद तक गेम सेट हो जाता है. As Richa said, the way you carry yourself, the way you are presenting yourself, that makes whole lot of a difference on the interviewer's mind. अगर वो आपसे क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा है और आप उसके साथ एनर्जाइज्ड हैं, एंगेज्ड हैं, प्रेजेंट हैं, फोकस्ड हैं, ध्यान से सुन रहे हैं और एनर्जी और एंथुसियाज्म, एक्साइटमेंट के साथ जवाब दे रहे हैं, यू आर इंक्रीजिंग द ओवरऑल एनर्जी ऑफ द एनवायरमेंट. इट इज गोइंग टू मेक अ पॉजिटिव डिफरेंस ऑन द अदर पर्सन. एंड दूसरा पॉइंट अबाउट सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस, जो कि रिचा ने, हम सब ने ही बात करी, आप लोग भी जानते हैं, कोई नई बात नहीं कह रहा हूं. बट व्हेन आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट कॉन्फिडेंस, कॉन्फिडेंस होता क्या है? अगर हम दिन में 50 बार यूज करते हैं वर्ड, पर कॉन्फिडेंस इज अवर एबिलिटी टू डील विद अनसर्टेनिटी. इंटरव्यूअर आपको क्वेश्चंस पूछेगा आपको अनसेटल करने के लिए, आपको डिफिकल्ट स्पॉट में डालने के लिए. आप अच्छा क्रूज अलोंग करोगे, अगर वो स्मार्ट इंटरव्यूअर है वो आपको दूसरी तरफ धकेल देगा, ये आपके और उसके बीच में टसल चलेगी. आप उसको खींच के लाओगे आपकी तरफ, वो आपको उठा के दूसरी तरफ. क्यों? बिकॉज लाइफ इज नॉट 2 2s are 4 and 2 3s are 6. वो ये देखना चाह रहा है, जो किताबों में है वो तो आपको पढ़ाई देगा. जब आपके सामने प्रत्यक्ष प्रॉब्लम आ रही है अनअनाउंस्ड, आप कैसे हैंडल करोगे? क्या उस टाइम आप अपने आप को और अपनी टीम को कैरी फॉरवर्ड कर सकते हैं? क्या आप कंपनी को सक्सेसफुल कर सकते हैं, उसके गोल्स और ऑब्जेक्टिव्स और चेंजिंग एनवायरनमेंट के साथ कंपनी को स्टीयर कर सकते हैं, अपनी टीम को स्टीयर कर सकते हैं? एंड आर यू रेडी टू स्टार्ट? तो चाहे आप एंट्री लेवल पे जाएं, चाहे मिडिल लेवल पे जाएं, चाहे सीनियर लेवल पे, डिपेंडिंग अपॉन योर लेवल, you will be pushed into situations which are uncertain and you will be checked out. Your way of quick thinking at that point in time will help you. This is my take on this.
Thank you Sanjeev. अगर मेरे अंदर टेक्निकल स्किल्स हैं और मैं दिखा दूं, ये this question is being asked by Sushant Gaurav. He had asked this during the registration process. और मैं अपने इंटरव्यूअर की पर्सनालिटी को समझते हुए बहुत कॉन्फिडेंटली अपीयर हो रहा हूं इंटरव्यू में. So do my technical skills and a confident personality guarantee me a job? Richard, do you want to take this?
It should definitely account for a lot, but it's not 100% like कि मिल ही जाएगी. It might also depend upon, soft skills भी बहुत important role play करते हैं आपके being chosen में. So having said that, so for example, टेक्निकल स्किल्स का आपने एग्जांपल दे दिया कि मुझे ये प्रोजेक्ट किया था, मैंने ये स्किल्स यूज किए थे. बट इफ दे थ्रू यू गूगली कि आपने, अगर मान लो आपको ये आपका कुछ सप्लाई चाहिए, वो मिला नहीं, फिर आप क्या करोगे? सो यू हैव टू शो हाउ यू विल अडेप्ट टू दैट सिनेरियो. सो अगर आपको किसी की हेल्प चाहिए तो आप क्या जाके किसी से मांग सकते हैं हेल्प के लिए? तो देयर आर लॉट ऑफ अदर फैक्टर्स आल्सो व्हिच प्ले अ रोल कि आपने किस तरह से जवाब दिया और इंटरव्यूअर को कन्विंस किया कि हाँ भाई मुझे हायर कर लीजिए.
थैंक यू रिचा. अभी एक क्वेश्चन है. नबीला, यू आर नाउ इन द पैनल. नबीला, गो अहेड, आस्क योर क्वेश्चन.
Hello sir, I am a final year student of BCom honors. I wanted to ask that I was doing internship in HR recently, and there came many opportunities when I had to take interviews of the people who are like 15 plus years experienced, and I was so nervous about them, and that thing kind of scared me from going in HR field, that maybe I will not be able to take the interviews of the people who are much more experienced to me and from different field which I don't know about much. So how can a person handle this stress?
It's a great question. Afzal, do you want to answer this? So Nabila is saying she's probably junior in terms of experience, and she's interviewing much senior people who have vintage in the field, and इस field से ज़्यादा उनका एक्सपीरियंस है.
Right. So इतना clear answer तो नहीं है, but you know, there are certain things which are very let's say formality हो गई, किस तरह से qualified है नहीं है, can they do the job, are they committed to this kind of a thing, what has been their past. You may be less compared to them in some technicality. अगर कोई psychologist है, कोई कुछ है, तो you know, in that specific field you may be a little less. Like you can still assess if the people are sincere and are they motivated about the job. For technical question, you'll typically have one level matching person who will do a technical interview, but you can always do the base interview to screen the person for the next round.
Nabila, does it help? Answer मिला आपको?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
But I have to congratulate you, by the way. See, जहाँ भी आप internship कर रहे थे HR का, उन्होंने कुछ तो देखा होगा. So आपकी competency, उनको शायद nervousness नजर नहीं आई होगी, but आपका competency was there, which made them also position you for doing something as important as that.
And actually interviewer का job भी है कि interviewer का job भी होता है जब वो ज़्यादा senior होता है तो make the candidate feel comfortable. तो यहाँ आपने reverse करना है. You say, look, I am not as experienced as you are, but I am in HR, so I get a chance to interview you. ऐसा कुछ बोल दिया, कुछ बात कर दिया, lighter moment कर दिया, and then you can have a discussion, right? And you can do the assessment.
यहाँ पर मैं add करना चाहूँगी, it's like, you know, first day of college versus 2 months down the line. Like you, first day you don't know anything, right? 2 महीने में आपने इतने लोगों से बात कर लिया कि आपको काफी लोगों के बारे में काफी कुछ, and you know your job very well. So that is your strength. So you know your job. They might be having more expertise in technical area, but by the time you reach the 20th person that you're talking to, you know very well what you're looking for. So that helps.
Thank you, Richa. Afzal, thank you very much. I actually have a very interesting question on our Q&A. Maliha has asked. Maliha, do you want to ask about online live? आके पूछेंगे अपना question ताकि सब सुन सकें?
Yes, sir. Yes, I would like to ask some online interview tips because we are doing online interviews these days during the COVID crisis.
I think it's a wonderful question and very relevant for everyone. Thank you, Maliha. Sanjeev, any tips for Maliha and everybody else?
Yeah, so thanks Maliha for asking this. And जैसे विवेक ने कहा कि एक बहुत important चीज विवेक ने कही वो ये कि आप कैमरा फ्रेंडली हो सकते हैं. मतलब ये नॉट ओनली आपको इंटरव्यू के लिए हेल्प करेगा, आपके कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल में इतना वृद्धि करेगा, इतना बढ़ाएगा. यू विल रियलाइज व्हेन यू डू दैट. मुझे लगता है आप लोग करते भी होंगे. देयर हैव बीन टाइम्स व्हेन आई गॉट इनटू दिस प्रोफेशन ऑफ टीचिंग, ट्रेनिंग, एजुकेटिंग एंड ऑल दैट. एक मिनट के इंटरव्यू के लिए आप बिलीव करोगे, मतलब अपना वीडियो बनाने के लिए मुझे 300-400 टेक्स लेने पड़े 1 मिनट के लिए. मतलब इट वाज माइंड ब्लोइंग. मतलब 3 दिन लग गए, 6 दिन में गला सूख गया, पानी पीना पड़ रहा है, कभी मैं अंदर जा रहा हूँ, कभी बाहर जा रहा हूँ, कभी कैमरा ऐसे रख रहा हूँ. मतलब इट इज अ जॉब and it is very interesting, it is fun, it is frustrating, it is exciting, but nobody is watching, only you. So might as well be your guest and do that. So एक चीज तो आप वो करेंगे. सेकेंडली आपको स्क्रिप्ट इतनी बार चेंज करेंगे, इतनी बार करेंगे, ये कैसा लग रहा है, वो कैसा लग रहा है, आप अपने आप यू विल स्टार्ट फॉलोइंग इन लव विद यू, व्हिच इज नॉट अ बैड थिंग टू डू, लेट मी टेल यू. ठीक है. एंड आप अपने लिए सेल्फ क्रिटिकल हो जाएंगे, अपनी स्क्रिप्ट को चेंज करेंगे बार बार. सो दैट विल हेल्प यू. सो दैट इज अ ग्रेट पॉइंट व्हिच विवेक हैड मेड राइट इन द बिगिनिंग. बट एट द सेम टाइम आई वुड से कि ऑफ कोर्स आप जब इंटरव्यू के लिए कर रहे हैं, बिसाइड्स being camera friendly, besides being, you know, your voice and other things are very well, I think one important thing is how is your lighting at that point in time, because you may be very well dressed, but the lighting in your room may really be a villainous character who might just spoil it. Second, your audio. Third is your internet connection. You know, I will talk about myself personally. When I interact with a lot of people, and if they're not energetic, their voice is not coming, they are cracking, I have to tell, it really puts me off, and I feel that it probably the same is relevant for the interviewer as well. If I'm speaking, I'm not being heard properly, because believe you me, उस interview के point of view से सोचिए, वो 50 लोगों को interview कर रहा है. अगर दिन में 50 बार उसको ये बोलना पड़ा है माइक नहीं चल रहा, रिपीट कीजिए, तो बेचारा वी आर बीइंग अनफेयर टू दैट जेंटलमैन और लेडी. सो माय पॉइंट इज जस्ट लुक एट द वेरियस हाइजीन फैक्टर्स and be more camera friendly, and this alone will help you to build up your script, build your posture, do your expressions. A lot of things will work on your expressions, modulation of your voice, all those things will work out well. This is what my take on this.
This is exactly what we have done in Edmist. हम काफी लोगों को कोच कर रहे हैं, मेंटर कर रहे हैं, और इन एक हमने चीज नोट करी है कि तीसरे चौथे सेशन तक आते आते there is a huge transformation, and खासकर ऑनलाइन का आजकल जमाना है, ये this is now forever, ये चेंज नहीं होने वाला. So if you feel that you need more support and more help, please reach out to us at support@edmist.com, and we are very happy to engage offline as well. हमने डॉक्टर खान को प्रॉमिस किया था कि as a part of the centenary celebrations, Edmist will partner. We will do our little bit as a gesture, and we stand by that. So please reach out, and this is not only for Maliha, for everyone.
Thank you very much, Vivek ji.
Anytime, sir. For you, for Jamia students, we are there. We want to be. We want to show how proud we feel about our centenary milestone. So we will be there. I want to move to a quick another question, because there is a lot of talk about confidence, good interviews, great candidates. मैं एक छोटा सा क्वेश्चन पोल करना चाहता हूँ, and this is our last poll of the day. What makes a good candidate great? So, Afzal, majority in the audience are agreeing that a good candidate becomes great if you have strong and relevant technical and soft skills. And there are some who are saying you should be able to talk in detail about your completed tasks. Anything you want to share in terms of where you came across a good candidate who really turned out to be great?
I think they're already shortlisted because they're qualified and they have the basic know-how. Problem यह है कि हमने बताया कि technology is changing, work is changing, jobs are changing. So obsolescence, let's say, is everywhere. So people who are trained today may not be suitable for the job tomorrow. The main thing is, are people curious? Are they willing to learn? Are they willing to adapt? Or like attitude hota hai na, I think the attitude is another big thing. Can people work with others? Singly, nobody is doing a solo thing. So in a company, you're working and interacting with other people. So I keep looking for people who are going to adapt and keep up with the changing environment, as well as who have a positive attitude, towards working with people and being part of the company. And many times we tend to think about ourselves. कि इसमें मेरा क्या promotion होगा, मेरा क्या future है. I mean, you have to think about the employer. If the company prospers, everybody will get promoted. So I think it is.
So Afzal, let me bring in Mudit Wadhwa. Actually, it's very relevant to what you just said. He's asking a very similar question. Mudit, I would like you to unmute yourself and ask this question to.
Yes, sir. Sir, am I audible?
Yes, Mudit. Well.
Sir, I wanted to ask that suppose you have a skill set and the interviewer asks or gives you a situation where you were actually bowled over and you are not able to answer that question. So if you say that you do not know how to do it, it might give an impression that you have given up. And that might put off the interviewer that you are not a persistent learner. So how should I tackle such a situation if it arrives in an interview? Thank you.
I think the clean bowl का chance तो बहुत कम होता है, because I don't think they want, they are not trying to dodge you and trap you or something like that. But like just say Vivek ne kaha, if something is really an area that you're not familiar with, अगर आपको कुछ computing आता है, मैंने आपको बोल दिया है MongoDB क्या चीज़ है, तो आप you may not know, it's a very specific thing. So you can say that ये तो मैंने I've not had a chance to use this, like I understand what is cloud and what is Azure या AWS क्या, and कुछ भी, whatever is the topic that you can talk about which is relevant. So you can talk about the related topic and you say that इसके बारे में मैं जरूर देख लूंगा. अभी आप कुछ मुझे टिप दीजिए. You can flip it back a little bit and have a conversation. But if you don't know, then you don't know. But listen, I mean, even Sachin Tendulkar with so many centuries has failed many times. And I think Sanjeev also talked about practice. So practice करते करते वो तो it is very difficult to have a complete shutdown. कुछ ना कुछ तो बात कर ही सकते हैं. So
Thank
hope
you.
that
Thank
helps.
you. So Mudit, I hope that answered your question. It's all about practice, more practice, and still more practice. We are coming to a close, and Dr. Khan, if you're still here, Shahira, if you're still here, I just want to make one point that clearly from the conversations, it is emerging, the changes. We saw World Economic Forum talking about upskilling, reskilling, what is happening by 2025, lots of change in the environment, which will drive a need to change in our skill sets. And therefore, new jobs emerging, new way of approaching how we interview, how we prepare ourselves, and how we present ourselves. So, jabki jahan Edmist hai apni jagah to support all such efforts, both for the university and the students, it has to be a two-way process. So, I just want to summarize that understand the change. It will take away the fear factor. It will take away the uncertainty and the unknowns. Understand what World Economic Forum, where we started from. Reskilling is real. Upskilling is real. Soft skills are real. They are not going to go away, at least in the next few years. Become more comfortable with yourself. Whether it is comfortable about who you are as a person, what your skills, strengths, weaknesses are, and at the same time, who you are on a video or an audio, because everything will be online and over the phone. And again, I keep repeating this, and I think Sanjeev said it the best. Take expert help. Sometimes we know the answer and we think हमें सब पता है. But there are people जिन्होंने 25 साल से यही देखा है और वो देख रहे हैं क्या change हो रहा है और कैसे इसको बदलना है. So on that summary, in that note, I want to thank everyone, thank the panelists, and a very special thanks to Bhuvan and Aparna, who have been able to answer at least 30-40 questions in the back end, both on the chat and the Q&A and live. They have helped us steer and navigate the participation from the attendees. As usual, very high energy, very high participation, and thank you everyone for giving us a chance. And congratulations again, Dr. Khan and Shahira, for a wonderful centenary celebrations at Jamia.
So I would like to just ask Nabila to just propose the vote of thanks, as she was supposed to start this session, but I would like to give her that chance. So Nabila, please.
Thank you, sir. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So such a great and impactful session it was. Thank you, Mr. Vivek Gupta, Mr. Sanjeev Gupta, Ms. Richa, and Ms. Aparna and Mr. Bhuvan, Mr. Afzal Modag for such a beneficial session. Thanks to our University Placement Cell team, our director, Professor Z. A. Jafri sir, Training and Placement Officer, Professor Rehan Kansuri sir, and our consultant, Ms. Shahira Akhtar ma'am, and all the participants. Thank you very much. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Shahira
Thank
would
you.
like to...
Yes, of course. Thank you, Rehan sir. Thank you so much. It's been a wonderful session. Vivek sir, it's been great, very enlightening. I thank all the speakers for having taken out time from different parts of the world as they are seated. So thank you. I think it's been very beneficial for all our students. Hopefully we've all taken a lot back today, and we may come back with more, and we hope to see you all in the near future again, inshallah. So on behalf of the University Placement Cell, I would really like to extend a warm note of gratitude to all of you. I think Rehan sir would probably have the last word. Thank you.
Right. Thank you very much, Shahira. Thanks a lot, everybody. एक चीज मैं जरूर पूछना चाहता हूँ विवेक साहब से और संजीव साहब से, अफजल साहब से भी खास तौर से, कि इतनी उर्दू कहाँ से आप लोगों ने सीखी? माशाल्लाह, यू स्पीक सो गुड. जैसे ऐसा लगता है कि आपने जामिया या अलीगढ़ से तालीम पाई है. तो खासतौर से संजीव तो बहुत अच्छे उर्दू बोल रहे हैं माशाल्लाह, बड़े अच्छे अल्फाजों का इस्तेमाल, और बहुत ही इट वाज सो गुड टू लिसन ए वेरी प्योर हिंदुस्तानी कन्वर्सेशन and very powerful inputs also, like very impactful input. Really, it's not exaggeration in terms of just saying, but it was really a great session, and I would love to even, वो कहते हैं ना तिश्नगी और बढ़ गई, तड़प बढ़ गई, आपका छोटा सा सेशन है तो, लेकिन अब मैं चाहता हूँ कि कुछ और सेशंस इसी तरह कंटिन्यू हो विवेक साहब, और हम चाहेंगे. बहुत शुक्रिया आपका कि आपने इस सेंटेनरी ईयर के जो सेलिब्रेशंस है उसमें एडमिस्ट हमारा पार्ट बना है और हम चाहेंगे कि ये कंटिन्यू रहे। और वाकई में बहुत इट वाज रियली वेरी गुड एंड we want little more bigger programs like 500,000 students must attend these programs. So I would like to just say thank you very much, especially my thanks to अफजल साहब। और हम चाहेंगे कि सभी लोग, अफजल साहब, संजीव साहब, ऋचा, अपर्णा, भुवन, विवेक तो अब now part of the Jamia, Ajay and Vivek, especially Admist is now part of Jamia, very close associate. So thank you very much और बहुत स्पेशल थैंक्स टू स्पेशली अफजल साहब जिन्होंने ट्रैवल करने के बाद इतना स्ट्रेस के बाद ज्वाइन किया और बहुत ही अच्छे इनपुट सबसे आए। थैंक यू वेरी मच एंड आई होप
आपने रेहान साहब आपने जब पूछा ही है तो आई थिंक विवेक गुप्ता विल नाउ अप्लाई फॉर अ जॉब इन रेडियो मिर्ची और समथिंग and Sanjeev साहब तो he is obviously a master of us and Richa are masters in their own field. तो हमारा थोड़ा उर्दू से ताल्लुक ज़्यादा रहा है एक्चुअली फ्रॉम 5th to 8th ग्रेड हमने आई वेंट टू उर्दू मीडियम स्कूल। तो अभी आजकल दैट वाज इन मुंबई एंड साबो सिद्दीक एंड हाशमी हाई स्कूल्स एंड थिंग्स लाइक दैट। लेकिन वो जो होता है ना कि आहिस्ता आहिस्ता इट इज ऑल बिकम गूगल एंड व्हाट्सएप। तो अभी तो उर्दू तो छोड़ दो, इंग्लिश भी गड़बड़ हो गई है। इट्स ऑल LOL and SMS and lingo, you know. So,
digital tools, getting comfortable with digital tools.
but thrilled to be part of this. Very, very, happy to be here and congratulations on your celebrations.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.